Hello, my friends. Liberty Garden, August 15th, 5:30ish or so. I'll head back home right now. I'm done. I'm beat. And today, I came in and pulled three lines of wire. I don't know if I did one last week or two last week, and I added another one. And I put in about 20 T-posts. So I'm covering it's about 100 yards of fence. There's a bend right here, so you see the bend. The fence is coming straight. There's the washout here that I mentioned last time. So this washout here, I put an extra long T-post there, and I'm just gonna clip the last 4 lines to it. The fifth line is gonna be floating. That's fine. I got another T-post here. So, but at least that'll create a visual barrier for any cow that's wondering about that washout there. And the fence comes straight here. And fencing along a creek is really a pain in the ass, because you gotta, if you were to do it right, you would have to put a bunch of braces, and that's just not right. It's just too expensive, too time consuming. So what I'm doing here at this bend, it's about a 15-degree bend on the line. So it's coming straight there, and here's about a 15-degree bend, and it takes over there. So what I did, I anchor the line on that side, on a big hackberry that's on that side, and I anchor it on the brace over there. And I pull with a come along from that side, and from that side I pull with a goldenrod. So I'm pulling from both sides of the line. And I don't leave it very, very tight, because then this line would basically be a straight line all the way out here, right? Because it's a straight line, so without the 15-degree bend. So once it's tight, more or less tight, I bring it in, I force it into this tree here. I force it right there, and I staple it, but I don't staple it fully. I leave a gap. See? There's a gap. And then I go back to each side and I crank it a couple more times, and then it becomes real tight. So this saves me the trouble of doing an H brace here to account for the change in direction of the fence. I mean, it's not perfect. I know professional fencers, they would probably frown upon this, but they would also bill you an arm and a leg to put a brace in here. So, and it's worked. I mean, I've done it in other places of the property, and I haven't had any issues with the fence coming loose. So it's so from here, there's a bend here, and I just go straight. Let me get out of here because there's some wire on the ground. And the fence line is 52 inches. And this T-post, I must have pounded it about 100 times, and I couldn't get it to go in. There must be a big massive root right there. I couldn't get it to go in beyond the plate, so I just left it there. But anyway, so here's where I'm pulling from. And on this side, I'm putting a couple of staples right there, and they're holding the pull, so it's not bad, holding the pull. And then from here, I'm going to go straight. There's whoever had this property before, this property back in the 60s used to be a junkyard, apparently. Then somebody bought it, and they cleaned it up a lot. I mean, but then they left a bunch of trash back here that I need to get somebody with a grapple to come back here and pick up all this trash. And the creek has a bunch of trash in it, also old washing machines and tires and old bicycles, like a bunch of garbage. But man, I don't have the energy to pull that shit by hand. So anyway, back to the fence. From here, I'm going to go straight to these 2 trees, and there's another little washout here. I'm just going to put some tall T-posts. I have those 2 T-posts there that are tall. So I think those are the 7-footers. And I'm going to just go straight. And about 30 yards further down or 40 yards further down, there's a 90-degree bend. And there I will put a brace of some sort, because I got a 90-degree turn right there. Because the creek goes like that, and then it just kind of meanders that way. And then after that little turn, there's about another 30 yards down that way, and there's another 90-degree turn. And then it's almost pretty much a straight shot for about 400 yards or 500 yards. So that ain't bad. So on those 90-degree turns, I do have to put some kind of solid brace, because the pull is just too weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's just 90 degrees, so too much force for one post to hold it. It's got to have a proper brace. Anyway, that's about it, folks. Talking about this place being an old junkyard. Look at this. I don't know what the hell this crap is. Looks like the back of an old mirror or something. It's buried in there. I can't even get it out. But that's about it, folks. There's Stella right there. And it's 101 degrees today. Maybe a little more right now, but it was 101 about 4 o'clock today. Jesus Christ. And the humidity is just, humidity is about 100%. But anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I hope you get something from these fencing videos. I started my fencing full of piss and vinegar, like they say, and I wanted to do a brace here and a brace there, and new wire, new T-post, and new everything, and Jesus, man, it becomes very expensive and very time consuming. Putting a brace here, like in there, if I had to put a little brace there just for the little change in direction, there's a bunch of roots and stuff like that, and without equipment and machinery and stuff like that, it's a pain in the rear. So I'm just keeping the digging to a minimal and using what I got. And the fence is tight. It's very tight, and it will stay tight. It's not going to come loose. Those trees are not going anywhere. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Until next time.